Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing Power Wash Simulator for like the third time, or fourth, I don't even remember at this point.
How you guys doing? Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you know.
That's good.
You know who's doing really good right now?
Oh boy, who?
XQC.
Oh, true. Rob does
was-
not know who XQC is.
I was gonna say, XQC is a streamer, right?
Yeah, we talked.
One might say the streamer.
Ah, why? Why is he doing good?
How about this, Rob?
Yeah.
So are you familiar with Kick.com?
Kick.com?
Kick.com.
It sort of rings a bell. Was that like a weird streaming site?
It is a current competitor to Twitch.com.
Is a brand new streaming site.
It
Well,
is
not brand
new.
It's been
Okay.
around like
It's fairly new.
Alright.
Competitor. They have just signed XQC, Twitch's biggest streamer,
Yep.
for a particular dollar amount, non-exclusive contract, but like I get the idea.
Non-exclusive?
Non-exclusive, and
that's
I
how they
want,
get streamers.
yeah, because it's not exclusive, but the idea is that he kind of primarily streams on Kick, but can stream elsewhere.
But he can still stream on Twitch.
Yes, I want.
Dude, you just
I
got
want.
the best deal of the century.
Well, here's the thing: it is the highest paid streamer contract ever, and I'm wondering what kind of ballpark you think it is for
Millions.
them to. Well,
How
that's
many
kind
millions?
of that's kind of a vague question,
Yeah,
kind of vague
big
answer.
answer.
I could say, a dollar amount.
You want me to say like an exact dollar?
Yeah, I can give you it.
Is this a money amount paid annually or a one-time sum?
It is a 2-year contract, I believe.
Yeah, 2-year contract.
2-year contract. So how much is he paid for a 2-year contract?
Yes.
40 million.
Well, here's a little bit of a reference for you.
Okay.
The previous biggest one
yeah.
was Ninja when he got signed to Mixer, and
Yeah,
that was for 50 million.
that was for 50 million.
This one-
I remembered that deal. I just couldn't remember exactly how much that was. I thought that was 25 mil.
This one has broken this one.
Okay, so
Yes,
then
Give it another go.
75
Yeah, I guess.
mil? 100 mil?
Nope.
There you go.
Oh my god.
2 years, $100 million.
He's getting paid $100 million to most of the time stream on a different platform. So my question is, Rob, when are you gonna step it up? Because we could use some microphones,
And you
could use some microphone.
$150 camera lens.
and I could really use that camera lens, and that would not even be a fraction.
All right, here's my follow-up questions. Okay,
Really small fraction.
Really,
what
small
games
fraction.
does XQC primarily stream?
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
I highly doubt everything.
I mean, he just plays
Mhm.
everything. He literally just asks,
can-
"What do you want me to play today?" and then he plays it.
Okay, so he claims the most popular shit at the time. Okay.
Not particularly.
No.
He didn't understand why. He literally just hops on stream and just does shit
Interesting.
for 10 hours.
Then,
Yeah.
like, how did he get to be a big channel? Because, I mean, that's
He's streaming for
basically...
10 hours.
He streamed.
Okay,
Well, I mean, back in the day when that was really all you had to do was just stream a lot to be big
yeah,
to
it
get
must have
to
been
get
nice.
you just had to stream a ton.
Yeah, it must have been nice
Yeah.
not having to worry about, life.
It's also like I don't know at what stage in his career he was a professional Overwatch player, but he was a professional Overwatch player.
Oh,
at
yeah,
one point.
there we go. Okay, now it's starting to make sense.
I mean,
He never claimed he was just some guy. Well, he's the number one streamer on Twitch. What do you think?
yeah, he's got a long history. He didn't just pop up out of nowhere.
Well, that's what I was getting at is, okay, where is this guy coming from?
Canada, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Blew my mind.
You know, funny enough, when I asked that, I didn't mean literally.
And Rob's also from Canada, so I don't see why he can't do the same thing.
I'm not from Canada.
Yeah, you're from Canada, man.
Not really.
There you are.
Saying I'm from Canada makes it sound like I was born in Canada. I wasn't born in Canada. I could be president if I wanted to.
Oh God, what
Where?
would that look like?
It'd be a better world than Trump. Or honestly,
God.
most
Yeah, I
of
mean-
the people running for president nowadays.
Oh God.
Ted Cruz was born in Canada. He tried running.
Man, I will have you know right now,
What?
okay?
What?
Yeah.
Ted Cruz was born in Canada?
Yeah.
Then
Are
how
you
did he run
serious?
for president?
Because his mom was born in America.
But
That's
he
not how that
wasn't.
works. That's not how that works.
Is that
There
One
was
why
of
some
he...
sort
the-
of rule with his parents that made him a U.S. citizen. He was able to run.
No, no,
Was
no,
it
no,
like
no, no, no. One of the requirements for being president is you are a naturalized citizen, which means you had to have been born on U.S. soil.
Could it have been an embassy?
Yeah, that's like the very extenuating circumstance that could have.
What if he was born but like within like the first like 30 seconds they put a gun in his hand?
Ted
Does that
Cruz was
count?
born in Canada but has an American-born mother, can run for the president of the United States.
That's not how that works.
Tell CNN that.
Tell the people that are deciding whether or not he can
All right,
run.
Dustin, if you're googling things, Google what are the requirements.
I'm
to
not
be
saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that was his reasoning for running.
That's bullshit. That's
You know he
that
ran. You saw
wouldn't-
him run.
You saw him
ran.
run.
You saw it with your own eyes. He
I'm
ran.
saying that if he won, it wouldn't hold up in court. There would be
But it's
so
not
many
how that
legal
works.
challenges.
It's not how that works, Dustin. Don't you understand? He couldn't have run for president because he wasn't born here. He could never have run for president, Dustin.
That
This
blows
man
my
ate-
mind.
This man ate my son.
What?
It
That is the meme with Ted Cruz.
was a
No,
meme
I'm
with Ted
aware.
Cruz. There is a there. So on my way to work, there is. I have to walk by a bowling alley.
Apparently, you're also walking by a Pokemon card, but go on.
I walk by a bunch of Pokemon cards. They're just typically they're only energies, but I keep finding them everywhere.
Dude, you should start grabbing them and giving them to me. Especially the non-energy ones.
I'm gonna I'll carry one of those like pointed sticks around.
Dude,
Like when people use to pick up trash. But
I don't want
Anyway.
to sidetrack you, but
oh, you
I have a
100%
funny
do.
comment about
But you're
that.
gonna
Go
hold
on.
back. But there's a car that's sometimes in this parking lot of this bowling alley that has a "This Man Ate My Son" sticker, and it's of Ted Cruz. It's just that one. It's like that one picture of Ted Cruz, and it just says "This Man Ate My Son." And every now and again, I smile as I walk by it.
Mm.
He ate my son. It's very sad.
damn. R.I.P. Timmy.
I would not name my child Timmy. I don't want him to get bullied.
No?
No.
It's alright. You want to talk about naming kids and getting bullied? I was talking to my sister right before this, and I mentioned how tomorrow we're going out with Stanley.
Hell yeah.
And she straight up looked at me and said, "There is someone your age named Stanley? That's such an old person name."
Your last name is gay. You hit her with that?
No, I didn't.
The retort? Okay.
I just kind of ignored it.
In case, I
I
don't
was
think
like,
Stanley.
that's I don't think Stanley is an old person name.
And neither do I.
Of all the, I mean, I hang out with a lot of old people. I can tell you some old people names.
Yeah.
Stanley's
None of
one
them
my
are-
oldest names.
None of
You
them
know
are
you know who had the oldest old person name I think that I know of
Yeah.
was my grandmother's first name, Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think you see too many Priscillas nowadays.
There's a person at work that has a very similar name. I almost got into a fight with her the other day.
So,
Oh.
Yeah. I almost fought an old woman.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
She keeps blaming me for her diet and how her doctor says she can't eat certain foods, and then she comes down to the dining room and is like, I want it. And I'm like, you can't have that. And she's like, why? I'm like, because your doctor said no. She'd be like, I'll be fine. And then she just gets progressively more mad at me.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I hate old people.
The old people suck.
They really do, man. Why are they like that? Why'd they get old? Couldn't they just not have done that?
Dude, my retirement plan may or may not involve just dying one way or another at a certain age.
Well, I think that's what happens to everyone, Rob.
Yeah, well,
retirement
that
plan's a
age
shotgun.
may be. What was that, Dustin?
My retirement plan's a shotgun.
That's basically what I was alluding to. I just was trying to be a little more delicate about it, but yeah,
I said it better.
you were a lot more direct.
You're just gonna buy a shotgun in your retirement? You're gonna
Yeah.
get into guns in your old age?
Dude, why wait till old age?
That's cringe. That's even more cringe.
It's not cringe
Either-
if it's Republican, apparently.
If either of you got into guns, I don't know what I would do.
I mean, define get into guns. I mean, I've shot before.
If you became like a gun guy,
Uh,
you know, I have car guys,
Those
like
people with like 50 guns in their house or
gun
whatever.
guy, yeah.
Well, just to be clear, bows and stuff are okay like that, right?
Well, I know they are typically associated as they are typically called guns. I'm glad you made that distinction.
The famous bow and arrow gun.
Yeah, I like to put a gun at the end of my arrow.
That's why I'm going with shotgun. Hey.
Those are okay because if you had to duel with those, it'd be fun to watch. I think we should bring back swords.
Swords?
I think everyone should be able to carry a sword. I don't think everyone should be able to carry a gun, but I think everyone should be able to carry a sword. Because it's not like you can't really conceal a
Dude,
sword. You have to wear it all.
People could definitely kill more people with a gun than a sword. So, like,
Exactly.
in theory, carrying a sword is safer than carrying a
Exactly.
gun.
That's what I'm saying.
And yet, I'm willing to bet that if I went to a Republican state and I started carrying a sword around, I would get arrested.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, we should just start carrying swords into places.
Dude,
And
well,
then then
why
you can
stop
like
there? I'm going to carry a grenade.
no, not you went the wrong direction there, bud.
Take the pin off, Robert. Do it. Take the pin off.
We're gonna take the pin out of this one.
Do it. You won't.
All right, this is what you do, right? You pull I've seen this in the video games. You take the pin out, and then you go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
You
4
gotta
Mississippi,
cook the
5
grenade.
Mississippi, and then you throw it. Yeah, exactly. You gotta cook it.
Yeah.
And hopefully you time it right because otherwise it'll hurt you. But it's okay.
You ever try to cook a grenade in a game you haven't played before and you don't know the timing, but you still just kind of you just kind of
Dude, you nail it because it's
hope.
dude. I'm telling you, it's 5 Mississippis in every video game. You can give me any video game with a grenade, I will cook it just the right amount, long amount of.
Borderlands 2.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, throw it.
I don't think this man owns Borderlands 2. I think he might be lying to me.
I own Borderlands 2. I don't play it much.
You own Borderlands 2.
I got the oldest Xbox known to man. I don't got Borderlands 2.
I don't own the oldest
You
stuff. I wish I had an original Xbox. Those are expensive, though.
You own.
Every time someone says you have or you own, that's immediately what pops into my head.
Yeah.
You own an air fryer. No,
I have the oldest
don't.
house known to man. I don't have an air fryer.
Air fryer.
What is that from?
You've never seen it?
I don't think so.
It's the guys. They're in like a Skype call or something, and the guy's like, "Yo, we wanna play Uno, making my upload for tonight." And then the guy's like, "I don't have Uno," and he's like, "Yeah, you do. Every Xbox has Uno. It's a free download." And then they just progressively get more mad at each other about how one person very much is swearing up and down on their life that they do not own Uno, and the other one's like, "You obviously own Uno. Everyone owns Uno." It's very funny.
Hmm. But did he own Uno?
I don't think it was ever resolved in the video. If I know that I think
What the
about
fuck?
I mean, surely he does. It came with the Xbox. So
I don't know.
Sell,
Well, I don't
Fuck,
know,
it came with
Dustin.
which Xbox?
Well, yes. Well, obviously the oldest Xbox known to man, as he
He
described
has Uno.
it.
So the
Uh,
OG Xbox, I guess?
yeah, it's just a
I assume
box
so.
with. Yeah, it's like a cardboard box with the X just
Dude,
like
you know what the best part about Uno on
spray painted
Xbox was?
What?
on. The
Austin,
camera.
Penises?
yeah.
Is that when you found out you were bi?
No, but I wish.
That would be such a cool story. That would be such a
Dude,
cool
when
explanation.
did you realize I was gay? What? Well, I was playing
Hmm.
Uno.
I was playing Uno on the Xbox, and there was a little camera on that.
I was sexually harassed on Xbox. That's when I found out I was bi.
Well, when you say it like that.
Oh boy. Hey, don't sexually harass people. I don't think it's
On
okay
Xbox.
just because they came out as gay.
On Xbox.
In
Or on
Minecraft.
any platform.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Oh boy. Anything new with you all?
My sister
Define-
graduated.
That she did.
Yeah, let's go. From
Was there graduation today?
No, it was Thursday.
Okay. Because I know they did some yesterday and some today. So.
Yeah, she was the yesterday.
Okay. Were you there for it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, if only I was working that day.
If only.
like you guys don't see each other enough.
No, you don't.
Bro.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Dustin,
Who
you
is
want to
it?
spend a whole summer again together? Oh my goodness. Speaking of working, though, I had the stupidest day of work today.
I have a question.
Yeah?
You posted that at like 9 a.m.
Yep.
I was thinking like this is way too early for him to be posting that he had a weird day at work when the day
Oh,
was
no.
apparently had only started.
No, Matt, you don't understand. My day was half over.
So early in
So-
the morning.
All right, so listen. So here's my stupid day. Okay, you ready?
Me and my big
All right.
stupid day.
So there's like 4 parts to why this day was stupid. Okay.
Part Act
let's
1.
let's start with step 1. Okay,
Go
step
in order,
1's
yeah.
real easy.
You tell us
Today
when you send the message.
was the last full day of school. Okay.
Ever.
Nice.
Technically, there's like a half day or something on Tuesday, but like no one's showing up to that day. Like the teachers have to show up. I doubt I'm gonna be needed. So for all intents and purposes, this was the last day of school. Alright. Number 2. So I wasn't working Wednesday or Thursday, because once I work as a per day sub, I just get asked to come in when I'm needed. I got asked to come in for Friday. I'm like, okay, sure. I come in, they put me in as a paraprofessional. So
A parrot professional.
a paraprofessional.
There's only one of you.
Like Paul at Wanacracker.
No, not parrot. So what a paraprofessional basically does is, instead of being a teacher, they will attend classes, and they have a number of students that they are basically in charge of helping get through school, mostly in terms of academics. So they're not needy enough that like they need like special education or anything like that, but like they might need a little bit of extra help staying focused and stuff.
Yeah, you got to pull out the iPad of Subway Surfers and like put it under their homework.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Or they could be students that are slightly more prone to disrupting class, so the teacher, the parent will help with that. Either way, the point I'm getting at is that the job of a para, for one, I will say the job of a para is very underappreciated and underpaid even more so than teaching. But number two, the job of a pair is a lot harder to just step in as a substitute. So, from personal experience, 95% of my job when I sub as a para is to basically become a student for the day. I have my schedule, I attend class, I sit in the back of the room, and I stay the fuck quiet.
Do you sit in the back by the window?
Pretty much, yep.
Looking out the window, like the main character?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And the other 5% of my day is specifically in math class. I will be able to get around and help students out. Because odds are, when the students are in other classes, unless they're working quietly on something, it's better for me to just stay out of the way. If they're working on something, then, by all means, I can walk around the room and help if needed. But I don't know what they've been doing the last, 5 days. It's a little hard for me to step in and just help teach about the life cycle when I'm unprompted,
Yeah, okay.
So, last full day of school, and I'm a para, which is basically a useless job, okay?
So you're just hanging out.
So hang on, let's back up for a second, okay?
Oh, we gotta back up.
Or not back up, but recap, I guess I should say. So, I am in a position that does absolutely nothing. The kids are doing absolutely nothing because it is the last full day of school. Alright?
Yeah.
Now here's where it gets better, okay? The group that I am with today, right? They have a field trip the second half of the day. So, starting at about 11:15 and going till the end of the day, they are going to a nearby park as part of a field trip. I don't know if this is true or not, but I want to say it is. As a substitute, legally, I cannot go on field trips.
Okay.
You can't go on field trips as a substitute?
I've never done it. I don't think you can because that's a lot asking for a sub. But anyways, and it's possible I'm wrong. But the point is that because they were going on a field trip that half of the day, they squeezed all 4 of their core classes in to the first 2 periods of the day. So, their schedule today was their 4 core classes from 8:20 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. Then their exploratory class. Then go outside for their, extended block. Then go on a field trip. Okay?
Sounds like a lit day, not gonna lie.
So, upon realizing this, about halfway through, because I'm bored out of my mind sitting in a classroom doing nothing is when I post the message. At 9:50, I go to the main office. I wait about 10 minutes. One of the 8th grade graduations just got out. I go to the associate principal who's responsible for me, and I'm like, hey, this is the situation. What do you want me to do? Predictably, she says go home, and so I did at the ripe old time of 10 a.m. I worked an hour and 40 minutes today. No, an hour and 30 minutes. And even then, you could even argue that I only truly worked for about 7 minutes when the teacher had to step out of the room to use them. Because they had their 2-year-old son with them, because that's how bad of a day it was. That they were just like, we can just bring my child, why not? They brought their 2-year-old son with them, and he had to use the bathroom. So the only time I actually worked was 7 minutes when I was in charge of the class while the teacher brought her 2-year-old son to the bathroom. So, if we do the math out, right? If I was paid $120 for 7 minutes of work, right?
Yeah.
Then for the briefest of moments today, I believe, if I'm doing the math correct in my head, for the briefest of moments, I was paid over $1,000 an hour.
Og.
Hey,
Which
hey,
is
finally,
actually
finally, a
insane to think
livable
about.
wage. A livable wage has been achieved in this country. Oh my, we did it, boy.
Dude, who knew being a substitute teacher could be the most profitable job ever? Making $1,000 an hour. Meanwhile, compare that to Musk, who probably makes $1 million every minute. So.
Oh, Musk. I think
Yeah,
he
that
said
ass.
Musk.
No, not
I
Musk.
haven't heard from him in a while.
Ah,
He's kind of quiet.
Is he being transphobic on Twitter?
yeah.
Oh, I don't see him on Twitter. I think
Yeah, I
blocked.
don't see
I just see
Twitter.
people screenshotting it.
Dude, I actively do my best to avoid Twitter at this point.
I don't actually.
Ooh, I heard some awesome news, actually. One of the
Twitter?
one of the original co-founders of Twitter just launched a new social media website.
Oh yeah, he's been working on that.
And it's similar to Twitter, but not exactly the same. And by that I mean it's better.
The only difference is not run by Musk.
No, there is another different. There's a couple other differences.
Was there?
Well,
Because all I've
like
seen from people is literally just saying it's Twitter but without Musk, so it's perfect.
for one, there's no hashtags. That's
Whoa,
not
whoa,
a
whoa,
thing.
whoa! Let's be real.
Well, I think they just haven't gotten there yet.
Say
Still like a baby app. They
Well,
don't even
I think the issue is that if they do something like that, then if they get too close to Twitter, then it could be argued that they're infringing on copyright and stuff.
Isn't hashtags pretty like universal at this point, though? YouTube-
Yeah, but if you're already doing a Twitter-esque app, then hashtags might be a little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they can't like. I guess it depends on who lawyers you have, but I mean, like, every single platform has like the story thing. Like, there was a time when everyone was getting stories.
Yeah. I
I
remember
feel
a
like
couple months ago on that app. It's called Sky Blue, by the way.
Yes.
Sky Blue.
A couple months ago, there was like
We need to
one
get our
of
Sky Blue account.
well, we can't yet. We have to be invited.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We have to be invited.
Because one of the creators of it was saying, okay, first of all, I know you're all mad we don't have the blocking feature yet. We're working on it. We just don't have the technology quite yet. Also, we're not calling post skeets. Think of something else.
Skeets.
It's like when a news article was like being written about it, about Sky Blue, and they showed that post, they were like, so and so skeeted this. It's like, no.
Don't you can't call it that.
I said,
That's
don't
not
call
what
it.
we're calling it. Skeet.
Guys, please stop calling them skeet.
Skeet, 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 skeet.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like the idea that they're stopping it now. Like, no, you can't call them that.
So what was the most recent thing you saw blooped on the deep sky?
Deep Blue.
Dude.
That's that anime we've been watching.
No, it isn't. No, what's it called? It's not called Deep Blue. It's called. Fuck. Hang on. I got this.
Everblue?
No. No. Fuck.
It's the anime that we've been watching.
Oh my god, this is gonna drive me nuts. It's a 5-letter word.
One Piece?
No.
ONEP.
Oh, I know. It's Bingo. That's the anime you're watching, right? Bingo?
Wait, Rob, come here.
Yeah.
This is a 5-letter word.
Shut up.
Is it start?
Now what is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
I wonder.
It's
More than 5 letters.
I'm gonna fucking look it up.
That's even more than 5 letters. You guys are really bad at this.
I want to know what he's typing into the search bar to try to find out what the anime is.
Grand Blue, there we go.
That's a lot more than 5 letters.
No, I said it's a 5-letter word is in blank blue.
Oh,
Also, I typed in anime blue diving.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you say Grand Blue from the beginning?
No, I said deep blue. That's what I keep calling it, is deep blue.
Oh.
Blank blue also would have fit because blank is also
Oh,
5 letters.
I wanted to tell you something funny also about that, Matt.
The anime?
So, yeah, so I have had the theme stuck in my head today.
My way,
I had
my
it playing on
friends.
YouTube, and I looked at the top comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Top comment on the theme. It showed like the opening theme of the anime. They said this opening theme has more diving in it than the entire anime.
That is true.
It's
It,
very true.
Grand Blue is marketed as a diving anime, but from
Is
the
it okay?
very
Is it
from
okay to talk about what I've been calling Deep Grand Blue?
what have you been calling it?
Oh, I've been calling it the gay porn anime.
It's literally not.
I know it's literally not.
We've
but
talked
like,
about this. There is nothing. It is such a mostly like straight anime.
I'm
It's just
aware,
guys
but
being dudes.
a guy can dream, right?
Here's the thing. I know that you don't watch anime much, and that how like your scope is quite limited.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that about anime though, because it could mean so many things.
Dustin, have you seen this one?
I have not.
Ooh, you should watch it. It's good.
You could
It's
just
very short though.
I'll get there eventually.
There is only 12 episodes.
trust me. Trust me. Only 12 episodes doesn't mean much.
Well,
That
we're
could
only
still
halfway through, so
it could still be difficult. Watching anime is hard, Rob. You don't understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's not like when you got Stanley coming into Discord being like my friends, and he just serves you anime on a golden platter, like that's easy. That's easy mode. But when you have to maintain your own, you have to maintain your own anime schedule, and then you have other people telling you anime to watch, and you're like, yeah, I'll get to it, but they'll never get to it.
Here's an issue I ran into, Matt. So I started Assassination Classroom. I watched the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes. It was
Yeah.
good. The other day I went to start watching episode 4, right?
Yeah.
It turns out on Crunchyroll, remember how I was like, oh, I can just watch it?
Oh,
No.
it's only
They
first
let you
episodes.
watch the first 3 episodes and then you have to pay to watch it.
Yeah, they get you hooked.
Yeah, so Matt, can I borrow your Crunchyroll password?
When you want to watch it, I'll watch the episodes with you.
I don't have a set time or anything. Mondays?
Sure.
Awesome.
That'll last because there's like 2 seasons.
But let's wait until after my Pokemon show.
Sure.
Because there's no sense in doing it this Monday when I'm gonna have to take a 2-week break after that, so. Oh boy.
It's always anime. It's always worth it.
Yeah. No, the anime I've seen is fun. It's just like you said, it's hard finding time.
It is really hard. It's really difficult. You don't understand the struggles, man.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'll have a lot of free time over the summer, so.
You gonna do that rewatch of Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I will. There's a number of things I hope to get done over the summer, and that is one.
Yeah, just gotta get it done by September-ish, I think.
The
Yeah.
ending of Attack on Titan.
September, I think.
Okay.
I
So
watched.
then maybe what I'll
What?
do is I'll log us for that.
That could work.
I watched a bunch of anime openings the other night because it was late at night. Everyone had already gone off Discord, and I was just awake. I didn't want to go to sleep, so I ended up
Was
just
this
like
the
watching
same
a
night
bunch
you
of
guys
anime
were
openings.
doing the guessing game?
The guessing game?
Where you and Stanley was playing anime openings and you and Georgia had to guess the anime they were from?
No, this was like a couple days ago. This was like yesterday or 2 days ago, I
okay.
think.
Okay.
I was just going through a bunch of anime, and then I started watching a bunch of anime clips, and I was like, you know what I want to watch right now? I want to watch that weird vertebrae bug thing reattach Eren Yeager's head.
What?
When Aaron Yeager's head chops off and then it reconnects to his body after
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, but I didn't want to watch the whole.
Is this the most recent thing that I haven't seen, or do I not remember this?
You don't remember this.
You're not remembering this.
Wait.
It was
I'm
after
pretty
he had gone back in time and stuff and saw that stuff was Zeke, and then it was revealed that Aaron was the bad guy the whole time, and then it comes back to real life.
Right after the little girl shot him.
Yeah.
Spoiler for Attack on Titan, by the way, but I think we've already talked about this part before.
This is why I need to rewatch it, because I genuinely don't remember all this.
So this character's name is Mikasa.
Mikasa is Tsukasa.
Yeah. The one that goes, that one. That's he knows one Japanese word now, and that's all he's been saying. He learned what baka meant. Doesn't he keeps saying it. He keeps saying it over and over again. It's the one Japanese word he knows.
I do keep saying
Sugoi.
Sugoi.
You're a girl who watches anime? Sugoi.
We've been playing Minecraft, and we have our home in a cherry blossom forest.
Yep.
And we've been calling it the Itakatimasu forest. Itakatimasu des Daijobu desu.
Just keep going.
Baka forest, and we just keep living on. Yeah.
Oh, I meant to tell you this. I forgot if I did or not. I don't know if it was you or who. Someone put up signs.
Oh, Stanley.
I love it. Yeah, I like the signs.
I named our chest. Oh, what did I name the storage room? I think I named it like Storage Chan Room Kun or something.
We should do a podcast episode in that world.
So we can show off the Itakati moss trees.
Yeah. And show it off to Dustin because he hasn't seen it.
Are they just cherry blossom trees?
Yes.
100%.
They're just cherry blossom trees.
They're just cherry blossom trees. We call it the Itagati Moss Forest.
The best part is we manufactured the forest.
Oh yeah, the cherry blossom biomes are
3 trees.
Yeah, the cherry blossom biomes are so small. We had to make our own.
The thing is, they're all just that tiny.
I guess I don't know. I haven't found a bigger one.
That's crazy.
But ours is we just had to make one, and now all our stuff in there is pink. It's the most masculine house you've ever seen.
Dude.
We just have cherry blossom petals everywhere. Everything and all the wood is pink. It's great, man. It's a great time to be a weeb. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, it's always a great time to be a weeb. It's funny. This brings me back to when we had that Discord. I want to say argument. It wasn't an argument, but that Discord conversation that you made into the Ace Attorney meme.
Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
Whereas
about.
me saying on a 1 through 10, like how much of a weeb you are.
Yeah.
Because at the time I said that I was a 1. And I think I said you were a 4 or a 5. And I think I stand by you being a 4 or a 5, but I think I've officially graduated to 2.
On the weeb scale? Well, what is it, though? Like, what's the scale? Is 0 just not watching anime at all?
0 is someone who watches no anime. 1 is someone whose only anime is like Pokemon.
Okay, that's fair.
2 is like they have seen like
you've dabbled a bit.
Sometimes saw Naruto on Adult Swim or Toonami, I should say.
I think 2 is like the number of animes you've seen. You can count on one hand.
Oh, I was saying a 1 was somebody who saw like Naruto and Toonami.
Exactly. Yeah. Or like you watched Pokemon. Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know though, because I think if you're doing what you're doing, Rob, and you're watching the entire the entirety. I think that's more of that's a stronger behavior than one.
Yeah, he's saying graduated to a 2.
Yeah, but he's also like taking recommendations based on what his friends are saying. I think that's a little higher. I think he's
You think
selling
I'm
himself.
over it too?
I think if
I think
used,
he's trying to get to a 3 right now.
I think
don't know if he's a 2.
I think he's teetering on 3.
I think I'm still 2, but
No,
I
you're
think he needs to
definitely.
actually watch those recommendations before he gets to a 3.
I think when he finishes, if he finishes Grand Blue and Assassination Classroom, and
then I
then
might be at 3.
and then is actively, and then still pursues anime that we recommend him, I think that's 3.
What
That's
he
3.
did, we need to get Stanley and Georgia in here, and we need to set out some specific rules on this weeb scale.
Here's the thing. So, like, you have to keep in mind also that Assassination Classroom, I've only seen 3 episodes of so far. Grand Blue I watched because, well, basically I was in voice when you all started watching it, so I was like, I guess I'll watch. And those are the only, other than, like, the Pokemon anime, that's the only anime content I have seen since, like, last August.
Dude's really out here trying to not be a 3.
No, I'm just trying to explain why I think I'm a 2. That's all.
I think we
I think
agree that
I'll
you're a
get to it.
2. I think
I just
you're.
don't think I'm worthy enough yet.
I think you're a 2.6.
Oh, if we're going decimals, I can agree with a 2 points.
I think you're a 2. I think you're a
If
spiritually.
we're going decimals, I'll go 2
decimals.
points.
Come
I
on,
don't
boys.
think-
I only got 10 fingers here. Let's calm down. I don't know about these decimals. I don't know if I can comprehend all of this.
I don't.
boys.
I think on your official Weeb identification card they don't show decimals, but I think spiritually he is a 2.6.
Yo, you want to hear a fun fact about number systems? The answer is I don't care if you want to hear it, you're hearing it. So, do you guys understand why our number system is base 10?
Because we have 10 fingers.
Yes.
Is that real?
Yes, that's literally the reason.
That's such a stupid reason.
Because the point is that you can count how many fingers you have, and that's why we have 10.
Well, most people.
So, there are some number systems in the world that instead of operating on base 10, operate on base 12.
Oh, God, they have 12 fingers.
It's not that they have 12 fingers. So,
Oh.
if you look at your hand, okay, and then put your thumb in, okay,
Oh.
each finger
Well, now
is
it's getting hard
divided
to.
into 3 sections, right?
I can't jump.
Oh, yeah,
now.
the 12 knuckles.
Right, so you have your 12 knuckles of your fingers. Not your thumb, but your fingers. And that's how they counted to 12. I found that out and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of interesting.
You can tell what kind of hands they have based on what their base.
They all
math
lost their
is.
thumbs.
They had this future civilization. This civilization definitely had 12 had 12 fingers.
No, I'm not even saying like ancient civilizations. I'm saying there are people out there who actively use the base 12 number system. That's just their normal number system.
You ever think about how they're never going to be able to like make any like fun inferences about like old civilizations because everything's just like well documented?
What?
Like future civilizations are never going to be able to. They're not going to look at us and be like, I wonder why we did things this way. Because it's just going to be so well documented that they're just going to know all the information.
There'll be enough
about
blank
it.
spaces. I think there'll be some time for fun.
Because
It
the example I was thinking of was there'd be like, what is this weird blue stuff? It's called denim. Interesting. We theorize that they must have used denim as like armor because of how much more denim is ripped than other clothing, even though they had a good way of keeping track of they would keep good care of their clothes. But that's not going to happen because they're just going to see that, oh, for some reason they just bought their clothes already ripped. That's insane. Like it's not going to be as fun. They're not going to be able to look.
So, yes and no, I think.
Oh, I
And
love when
it's
he
a
says this.
lot of it depends. You're right, short of a world ending massive event, that'll be the case. But if there was, for example, if there was a situation that caused the entire internet to just go off, right? And we lost everything on the internet, then that would create some holes in history potentially. Because we as a society are at the point where we are storing more information on the internet than writing in books, I feel like. No
So
one's
in the,
writing in diaries anymore. Everyone's writing social media. And if those social media posts are lost, then we don't have diaries to know what a typical person's day was like, which could cause issues.
I mean, sure. When I say that we document things better, but there is a situation in which all of our the way we document things magically went away, then yeah, I guess. But
Well,
I don't
I
think that's
say
gonna
that.
happen.
Well, think about the people back in the 1200s and the 1300s. They
Also,
had
we
a writing system. They were able to write things down. I'm sure
not
there
as
are many
easily.
people. What do you mean not
There's
as easily? Why
What
not
do you
as
mean not
easily?
as easy?
Why not as easily?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Why could they not
Access
have written things down as easily as you can write something down?
access to materials, access to it. It's like
All you
how we
need
have
is
so
like
many. Oh, because everyone just had millions of notebooks lying around at all
no,
times,
but
as we do today. Kids went to school with like binders with hundreds of sheets of paper in each one at all times in history of writing. Like it was not as easy,
they had access to things you could write if you wanted.
as readily accessible as it all is today. Everyone had equal access to those things as we do today. It was just as easy
No,
to obtain. It was just as easy to write everything you could ever want down with a pen and quill as it was a pencil or a pen. It was as equally as accessible as it is today.
I don't know because we don't have any of their writings.
Exactly. Oh my, exactly. It was harder to get that stuff. We
I
have
don't think
more
it was
things than we
harder to
did.
get that stuff necessarily.
We
All
have
right,
way more things than we
sorry.
did before.
Let me correct myself because I'm phrasing it poorly. Yes, it was harder to get that stuff. If that's what you're saying, then yes, I will agree with it.
So I think we just record. It's less of a commodity to be able to just have something and write stuff down and jot your thoughts down. It's not something you had to. We take it for granted how easy it is to do all of these things. So I think we do have a lot. We have everything is more documented than it ever was before. So it's gonna
Yes,
leave less holes in history.
but at the same time, the number of people. This is like something I learned, I believe, in a history class. The number of people who are like actively writing in journals and diaries, Matt, is less nowadays than it was in like the 1800s.
Okay, I'm not speaking specifically about that. Sure, because they've all moved to the new common whatever the common thing is, and that's all.
And that's the internet.
And they move. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
the issue
saying.
is that the internet is not nearly as permanent as a journal would be. I mean, both of them are susceptible to different types of damage, but the issue is that if the internet goes out, we lose a lot of things. If a fire happens in a house, we might lose Ager. You know what I mean?
Okay, if okay, if all, right, all I'm saying is that I said that we document things way more and at a much smaller scale because now everyone can do it and it's much more easily accessible. You don't need to be
Okay.
a scribe to do it. If you then want to say, well, the main reason that we can do that, if it just happens to all go away, then you're no longer correct. Then sure,
Okay.
you are correct in saying that the one thing and equally saying if all paper just suddenly combust, then yes, we would lose all record
I
of.
think it's more likely for the internet to go bye-bye than for all paper in the world to spontaneously combust.
I don't know.
At
The
the
temperature's
same
going up.
moment.
Temperature's going up every year, dude.
True, climate change.
So I guess I'm just annoyed that you picked the one part that you would say you picked the one thing that would be like,
I feel
okay, well
like-
here's what
Yes.
you're wrong in this one instance. It's
no,
like, dude,
and I did realize while I was arguing that what you're getting at.
I really like jumping rope, and it makes my life better. Well, your life would suck if rope was suddenly outlawed and you couldn't have rope anymore. I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's not what I'm talking about.
The reason I bring this up though, Matt, is because, like I said before, I studied history in school, and that's a very active concern that historians do have, is how permanent is. Let's say even if there was a situation where the internet doesn't go away. Let's say that that's not a situation, okay? One day, a website like Twitter is going to shut down, right? And what's going to happen to all of those posts? Do you really think they're going to be archived by Twitter? How are they going to be archived?
By all the companies that have bought that information.
When Twitter.com goes away and is no longer relevant, what happens to all the Twitter posts?
Have you seen the instance of, and this happens all the time, where a person on the internet makes maybe a tweet that is that doesn't make them look too good.
Yep.
Right?
And they delete it.
And they delete it. But within minutes of that happening, there is already someone sharing the screenshot of that tweet and still being mad at them about it while showing that.
That usually happens, and again, this is another issue with history. That tends to happen if it was a famous person.
Sure.
Not necessarily.
Honestly, no. It's
if something really controversial. But like,
it doesn't have to be a famous. The tweet itself.
I could post tomorrow something mundane, and then Tuesday delete it, and no one's gonna have any record of it. So yeah, would there be some tweets that would be saved? Of course. Would every tweet
also
be
Twitter,
saved? No.
If Twitter was shut down, they're probably going to give you the option to, like,
archive all your tweets.
Yeah, archive it.
Hopefully.
That's typically what happens. I mean, you can already kind of do that because you can do that on Facebook too. You can like download all your it's like your data, everything.
You delete any social media, and they say, "Hey, you want to archive these?"
But here's the issue: how many people are archiving all that stuff?
Also, anyone that any company that buys any information about you would also have it.
Right, but I imagine they would routinely get rid of information that, are from clearly dead people. They're not going to hold on to. Companies from the year 2300 are probably not going to give a rat's ass about data from people born in the year 2000.
Or no. They spend a lot of money on that data. I don't know if they would just get rid of it. Buying people's data is the main way that social media companies exist.
Remember when we thought this was going to be a two-parter?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're going to be done with this podcast.
I'm going to be done with a lot of things this podcast. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, boy.
You guys hear how Adult Swim starts at 6 now?
What?
Adult Swim starts at 6 now.
What
the fuck logic is that?
Wait, right, because Cartoon Network's got nothing now, so they just started earlier.
Wait, Cartoon Network has nothing now? Is that true?
Yeah.
I assume so. Why else would they do it?
They don't really got anything going for them.
Oh, do kids just go to bed at 6? Interesting.
They probably changed the channel.
I thought the whole point of stuff like that was like, hey, legally we can't show this stuff on a kids cartoon thing at a certain hour.
Apparently not.
Oh. I remember every time I'd see the Adult Swim thing, I would just get scared and change the channel because I was like, I can't see this.
So, Adult Swim starts at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Do you know what time it ends?
Like early morning. I think it might go
Like
6 to 6. Actually,
So, Cartoon Network is half an adult channel.
pretty much, yeah.
That is
all
actually
cart,
insane.
all cartoons. Doesn't say kids cartoons. All right,
What about Nick at Night? Does Nick at Night start at 6 now?
Nah, I think that still starts at like 10ish,
can I still watch Disney XD without my parents' permission?
probably.
Let's fucking go. Yo, you ever been on? Yep, you been on Disney.com recently?
No, my
No.
parents never gave me permission.
I sometimes want to go on and see what's on there, see if there's anything that's like, yeah, maybe kids should have their permission.
Yo, you know what children's TV? Oh, this is gonna come out bad. You know what children's TV website I was on today?
Which one? Explain.
They host a little known show. You might have heard of it, Matt. It's called Tomorrow's Pioneers.
That one.
Apparently, not only are they still making episodes, you can watch them online.
I'm good.
And when I say they're still making episodes, I mean they have like 20 to 30 episodes dated 2022 to 2023. To catch people up, because Dustin, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
All right,
Wait,
so
wait? Yeah, Dustin was here when we. It's the weird Mickey Mouse guy, right?
was Dustin there for that?
Oh, is that the weird Mickey Mouse guy
Yeah,
from Palestine?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I guess I
Tomorrow-
totally forgot the name.
Yeah, so to tell people, Tomorrow's Pioneers is a Palestinian children's TV show that I should mention is not endorsed by the nation of Palestine, but is endorsed by Hamas, a terrorist group that also kind of controls parts of the government of Palestine, so it's a whole complicated mess. But I was rewatching the video today, and I was like, oh, I'm curious if there's any new updates with it. So I was doing some investigating, and I found a Reddit post from like 10 months ago where someone had mentioned that they actually found a bunch of footage from the second episode ever created of the show. And if you DM'd them, they would send you the footage. So I sent them a message, still waiting on that, but someone replied to that saying, oh, if you go on this website, you can watch all their episodes from 2022 to 2023. So I clicked on the site, and it's just, a full Arabic website. A bunch of videos. Their co-host is this weird human mascot thing. Kind of odd.
It's a mascot of a human.
Yeah, basically. The human looks like a little bit of like an Asian caricature. A little.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what they're going for or if that's just me or but I don't know how bad the new episodes are because they're only in Arabic. There's no English subtitles, and spoiler, I don't speak Arabic. But I flipped through one of them and they had a Boy Scout troop in it. They had a Palestinian Boy Scout troop in it, and they were doing some what appeared to be military marches, which does not have my hopes up that they've improved.
Is that not what you do in fucking boy camp?
Not to the extent that I was interpreting what they did.
Did you ever do that?
We would do chants, but they were more fun chants and less military chants.
Like in the name Boy Scouts, in the name boys. Like you did that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they were saying because again, I don't speak their language. But
if you did speak their language, you would know what they're saying. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All this is to say that I've started learning Arabic.
Please don't.
Why not?
Please don't learn Japanese like a regular person.
Dude, actually, so I got
Normal interests, please.
I started using Duolingo again recently. I started learning Spanish on Duolingo again.
Yeah.
And I was curious. I was like, maybe I should start learning other languages. And specifically the two I had in mind were Japanese and Arabic. So I was like, let me just double check. How easy is it to start doing Japanese and Arabic? So I look, and they have a lot of languages on there. Including Klingon and Valyrian.
Yeah, they like to have all the fun ones on Duolingo.
Yeah, I was like,
Duolingo's a fun company.
They got Pig Latin and Duolingo too.
They might.
I feel like
they have what? Pig Latin?
I know I have two. I know I have 2 free months to premium Duolingo that I haven't used yet. Yeah.
How'd you get them?
Through Crunchyroll.
Ah.
They did like a part of the Crunchyroll because they're like which is a genius collaboration, by the way.
Oh, that is a very genius collaboration. Get those Japanese learners.
All of the weebs that already, and I guarantee you, like half of them are going to be like, yeah, I already know some Japanese when you start the thing, because it asks you.
I know some Japanese. I'm not a baka.
It's like they're like, baka itakatimasu daijobu. And then they're like, it's like, what's this word? And they're like, that's not in English.
What are these funky characters? What are these lines?
What are these? What is this square with lines in it? Oh god, there's no subtitles
here. Dude, the day's almost over actually, and I haven't done my Duolingo for the day. I might need to take a break from this and do Duolingo real quick.
You want to go about 4 minutes?
I would have to speak Spanish into the mic on the podcast. Hang on, I'll do Duolingo live on the podcast real quick.
Let's record it, so not really live.
You know what I mean, dude. I get to talk about school. Perfect.
Scola.
Oh, I have to repeat what I hear. Shoot, hang on. Wait, what did they say?
La biblioteca. Hola. La biblioteca.
Mi maestra.
Mi
maestra.
Mi maestra.
Maestra.
Welcome to Escola.
Hey, I got it. My teacher. Mi libro. My book.
My library.
I'm a Leo.
Oh,
same, dude.
¿Dónde está mi libro?
How is my book?
No, where is my book?
I don't fucking know. It's your book, bro.
¿Dónde está
I'm looking for my book.
Where is the Spanish teacher?
That's just all teachers.
Está aquí en la escuela.
Where is my teacher? If she doesn't show up in 15 minutes, we all get to go home.
And legally leave.
Oh, is that how that works? Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what bolígrafo means. En la escuela. What is bolígrafo? Oh, bolígrafo is pen? Oh, jeez. Very easy. Mi clase de inglés. My English class es fácil.
Like the robot voice speaking Spanish.
Mi clase.
Mi casa.
They want me to type in the Spanish word for exam. I've never learned the Spanish word for exam.
Examo.
It's either la exama or el examo.
I'll go for examo. Oh, it was examen.
Examen.
Examen. How could I be?
A?
No, class B.
Weird.
He's got like the copy and quirks guy and like the mushroom girl.
La. Examen.
Discordo.
Oh, God
Escorto.
damn it! I did the same. I do this mistake all the time. I did la examen de español, but that's the Spanish exam. They were asking for a Spanish exam, un examen de español.
Un.
Oh shit! What was pen?
Bulgaria. It was Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
It was
Polygrapher. Polygrapher. Shit! I need to learn that.
I got a Spanish lesson
Examen.
for you. Hey, Dustin, you want a Spanish lesson?
Sure.
So, you know the 3 legendary birds in Pokemon?
Yeah.
Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. It's 1, 2, 3 in Spanish.
Yeah, I was waiting for a D's nuts joke. If I'm being honest with you,
Nah.
I thought you were gonna try to get me.
More with Super Duolingo. Now I'm getting the ad.
No, and then
Alright, that was my Duolingo for the podcast.
Nice.
and then one of them is come backwards.
Muck?
Yeah, that one.
Dude, and then there's the blue guy in Gen 5.
Go lurk.
No, the other blue guy.
Go lurk at this dick.
Fucking got himself!
Oh!
That is bullshit! That didn't even count as me doing it on Friday. They counted me as me doing it on Saturday because that's when I finished.
You're doing Spain time.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Well, the time in Spanish land is no.
Spanish land.
No.
Reddit's been kind of crazy.
Dude, yeah, Reddit's been losing it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Didn't it go down?
Well, define go down.
For a little bit, it did.
So like
Oh, it did?
Like
Yeah, legitimately went down too.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
But that was only for like a short amount of time, I think. I don't think it was really related to the boycotts.
Explain. I don't know anything.
Oh, this is awesome. You want to say, Dustin?
I don't know too much about the technical stuff, but basically Reddit's trying to get rid of like third-party platforms for Reddit, like using Reddit through other apps. Like me personally, I don't use the Reddit official mobile app. I use Reddit is fun, which I never knew there was a difference until like last year. But
And what,
basically
just
with it,
better?
apparently it's like an old-fashioned like version of Reddit. It's like what Reddit used to look like, not the new version apparently.
Not only that, but like apparently Reddit took forever to put out their official app. So like a lot of these third-party apps are older than the official Reddit app.
Oh, I didn't even know that part.
Yeah,
yeah,
so because of that, a lot of people started on third-party apps.
Yeah.
And the third-party apps are in general considered better.
Yeah. And technically they're not like actually getting rid of them, but they're like raising the prices for the third party apps to be able to get like the information or stuff like that. So in response to that, a bunch of subreddits were going, we're just gonna put our subreddit on private until you fix this. Well, for some people that said 2 days, others said no, we're shutting down the subreddit until you turn around on that. So since like I think this past Monday, some subreddits have just been private.
Going quiet. Here's where it gets really fun, though. You ready for this? Dustin, did you hear what the CEO said?
Yeah, unless you're talking about something different, I think I did.
So, I think it was a leaked email from the CEO that came out.
Mm-hmm.
The CEO basically sent a message to employees reassuring them that these boycotts don't mean anything and people will just forget about it in a week and move on. And because of that, a lot of communities have, like, for example, one community that I'm in, which is like several 100,000 people in it. The mod set up a poll and said, all right, so here are the facts. We don't want to do anything without your advice. Should we go private permanently until something happens? And 75% of viewers voted to go private.
Yeah, pretty much this whole past week, the CEOs just go like, "I do not care about this boycott." Simply, which, you know, on one hand, fuck him. On the other hand, kind of a Chad thing to say, I think, openly. Just be
No,
like, I could not care less.
I mean, he's kind of right. That is kind of how the internet works. Is
Yeah.
they do get mad over
Yeah.
something.
It is, but it's also a little insulting to say it like that.
They're also, he's a little scared, obviously, because they're looking to replace some mods in subreddits.
Oh. Yeah,
Which,
no,
to be
that-
fair, some of the subreddits said, like, yeah, we know they're probably eventually going to just kick us off and replace us with other ones who won't privatize the subreddit, but just want to make our voice heard.
Wait, they can do that?
Why
apparently,
not?
yeah.
It's Reddit.
But like they
Yeah,
have
apparently you're like associated with Reddit if you're a mod of a subreddit or an admin.
Really?
I guess, yeah.
So they can just like out you? Just Reddit themselves can just out. I mean, I knew they could, but like, I mean, I guess I didn't know they would take like such like a like it feels like they're like outing a government and setting up a puppet government.
Right,
That's
yeah.
exactly
That's what they're trying to do.
anyway.
Yeah.
They
But
they
on
can
the
do that. Oh, it's kind of sick,
like
actually.
So the
Here's the thing. You're basically what you're saying is that's like if the federal government took out the state government and set up a puppet state government. Sure, they
Yeah,
can. Why not?
yeah.
They're the federal government. Why not?
it's funny because
I
when that
mean-
was announced today, well, not really announced, but it was like a speculation in a report or whatever. And when that came out, r/NFL, they were private for that week. But then as soon as that was announced, they went unprivate. And the entire comment section of the post saying, "Yeah, we're back on." I was going, "Wow, you guys really want to keep your jobs, huh? You really want to just keep being mods of this stupid subreddit, losers."
Okay, wait.
The entire comment section was just bullying them because they knew that the reason they did is because they didn't want to stop being mods.
Oh my god, that's actually, dude. Okay, I think the idea of Reddit as an entity, although it is definitely shitty, I think the fact that they literally are threatening to impose their own shadow government onto subreddits is a pretty funny. It's a pretty funny threat for
Yeah.
Reddit to be giving.
And the fact that it will work, they know it will work.
It will work because people want to be Reddit admins and mods so badly. Oh. Dude, imagine if Discord did that.
I was about to say that. Imagine if Discord,
Oh, if that was Discord,
if there was like
They're
Discord
like,
trying
dude,
to
being
pull
a
boycotts,
Discord
and they're like, "We're gonna pull your mod if you don't." It's like, "Oh, never mind."
being a dude, girls only talk to me because I'm a Discord mod. My 99% of my Riz comes from being a Discord mod in an anime server.
99% of my risk comes from talking to girls trying to complain about the server that they're in being harassed.
They're being harassed in. Where are my kittens going? All my kittens are gonna go away if I'm not
I have so many kittens.
Oh, that's so funny.
Dude, that reminds me of when I used to be a mod for so many Reddit servers.
Oh,
Or not Reddit, sorry, Discord.
I thought you were going to talk about how many kittens you had. I was scared for a moment.
No.
Dude.
But like I would just have people DM me constantly with stupid tech issues. It was like I don't want to deal with this. I think I'm only a quote unquote admin in like 2 Discords now, and one of them is the one we're currently talking in.
Yo, let's go.
Oh, actually, sorry, 3, because I forgot my own personal Discord. Actually, you want to hear the stupidest drama ever?
I want to hear drama.
Oh, this is stupid. You ready for this?
Is this some Reddit drama? Discord
No,
drama?
this is Rugrats speedrun Discord drama.
Oh god.
All right. So you ready?
Yeah. Hit me.
So Rugrats speedrunning Discord has been dead for like 5 months. No one's really been talking to it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, this random guy, not on Discord but on YouTube, started posting comments on one of the top runners' videos for this game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And his comments were basically him trying to come up with a better route for the game. Except his route was absolutely stupid for numerous reasons, okay?
This guy is acting like he knows what he's talking about, but definitely does
Exactly, but he
not know
doesn't.
what he's talking about. Okay.
Okay. So the YouTuber, the guy whose video he was on, tried explaining to him, hey, this is why it wouldn't work, okay? Do you think the guy listens?
Obviously
Of course
not.
not. Of course not. So what he does is he starts changing his routing slightly and adding more comments. And meanwhile, the guy is telling him, hey, join the Discord server. And the guy refuses. I don't know why. He just refuses to join the server, okay?
He
So
tells him
he's
to join a
now-
dead Discord server?
Well, it's only dead because no one's talking in it. He could
Okay.
talk and then people would respond.
Okay, fair enough.
But it gets to the point where this guy leaves probably, like, I don't know, 15 or so comments on different videos of this guy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But then it gets better. Because then he starts leaving comments on other people's videos. I got a comment on one of my videos that had nothing to do with Rugrats on a YouTube channel that does not have a single upload that has anything to do with Rugrats on it.
You're just there somehow adjacent.
Well,
You just caught a stray somehow.
so I have runs on the leaderboard, and my name on the speedrun website matches the name on the YouTube account. And so all of a sudden, I get this YouTube comment, and I want to see if I can pull it up now and read this because it was just funny. But I ended up deleting it. So I don't know if I can actually see it now. Hang on.
You see, if I was him, I would have screenshot the comment for future generations. But this guy is out here trying to sabotage future historians. So
He basically was just like, okay, last route, posted a long route that, quickly glancing it over, I'm like, this is stupid. And then ends with, oh, and before you ask, I am not joining the Discord. And I'm just like, this guy, like, look, I'm not one to make fun of a community that I helped foster, okay? But, like, we're talking about a community that is speedrunning Rugrats video games, which is, a little nerdy.
mm-hmm.
And you are taking that on a scale of, like, 20. Like, holy shit, dude, what is your problem?
It's like the Squidward meme, this is a restaurant, sir. This is a Rugrats speedrun, sir.
Well, it's not even that. He won't
Sir, this is
enter the
Wendy's.
restaurant. No,
Sir,
this is the equivalent of someone standing outside the Krusty Krab, yelling at Squidward every time he enters the restaurant. This is how you should be taking orders, and yelling at SpongeBob. This is how you should cook a Krabby Patty. They look at him. They're like, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about." But just to entertain you, why don't you come in the restaurant? And then he says, "No." That's the equivalent. That's the SpongeBob equivalent. It is the funniest hissy fit I've seen in a while on the internet.
And just people are just catching strays for having their name on the leaderboard.
Yes! Because I know of at least 4 other people he's messaged. And it's not even... So here's the thing. At first, I thought he messaged me because I used to be a mod on that game, but I'm not anymore. And I'm not even a top runner on that game. I've got like the 19th place time out of like 22. I don't know why he messaged me of all people, but he did. And because I knew the backstory of this, I knew it wasn't worth trying to like have a rational conversation with him, which is why I just deleted the comment and ignored him. So yeah, that's been weird.
Too much time.
Dude, I don't
Does
tend
he run the game? Does he have a run on the...
No, he doesn't.
So why not just...
I have a slight conspiracy theory.
Why not just run the game, get your name in the summoning salt video, and call it a day?
I have a slight conspiracy theory.
What?
So, on a somewhat unrelated note, about 2 weeks before this all went down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had someone message me on speedrun.com. And they said, hey, you rejected my speedrun for this game. And it's the same Rugrats game. You rejected my run for this game like 3 years ago. Can you verify it now? And I replied back. I didn't see it for a while. By the time I saw the comment, this stuff had started. So I responded to the comment and I basically said, well, a couple things. For one, I'm no longer a mod for this game. So, like, it's really not up to me at this point. But two, why was your run rejected? Because odds are, if your run was rejected 3 years ago, and you changed nothing to the run, it's likely to be rejected again.
Not even like they didn't redo it.
No, as far as I'm aware, they didn't redo it. But again, if they did, I wouldn't know. I'm not a mod anymore.
Dude, you think you ever like ruined someone's day?
I respond to that guy, and then I never get. I don't think I've gotten a response. I haven't checked actually in the last week though. Let me see if I have any new response.
Or do you ever think about how you might just like you could have just ruined someone's day one day? Like,
dude, I ruin kids' days. I ruin kids' days every day.
I mean, I think it's different. I mean, I definitely know what it's like to have a day ruined by you just by talking to you. But I mean, like, I'm thinking about like people like on the internet. I was hoping that was gonna go over your head. I was really hoping you just weren't gonna respond to that at all. I was hoping that was just gonna be a thing for me and Dustin to pick up on.
No, I've very much heard that, asshole. Wow. Fuck, you can walk to my house tomorrow.
But do you ever think that like
you can drive tomorrow, bitch?
I'll do it.
Yeah, you in what car?
Fuck, we're walking. The way I get around. But do you ever think about how, like, because I used to like do like mods. I used to be like a moderator on like a Minecraft server.
Yep.
Talked about before. I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast. A bunch of shit.
I'm pretty sure you have on the podcast.
But like, there was one kid that was like, because this was back when Minecraft servers were allowed to have like ranks that you could like pay for and like have like special bonuses and stuff. I think that's kind of died out lately, or maybe not, because I know some big servers still have it. But it used to be like pay to win, but then Mojang did like a whole thing where it couldn't be anymore. But you would have these kids with like really like high ranks that cost like $100 to $200 something dollars. It would always just be the most like annoying little like snot-nosed kids. And one day I was like the only like admin on, and admins had the power to like take those ranks away if they were being abused. And this kid was just being like such a little prick, and like I don't even remember what it was, because this must have been like at least maybe like even like 10 years ago at this point.
Okay.
Maybe a little less. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember like I took his rank away, and I was like,
How dare you?
and I was like, you can get, hey, here's the rules you broke. You can get this here. You can ask for it back in like a week.
Uh-huh.
And that kid was so mad. I'm pretty sure I have this memory of his little Minecraft character moving around aggressively.
Oh my god. That's hilarious because
And I'm like, I feel like I probably ruined that kid's whole day. I probably ruined that kid's week. I don't know who that kid is.
That's a lot different than anything I do, because everything I do in terms of like moderation and stuff like that, it's always been only text conversation. I never got to see like an avatar like that move around, because that would be funny. Seeing them react.
He would like run around, type in chat to see if his little badge was still there. Run over to my character, start punching the air next to me.
That's amazing.
I want to believe that I was like a formative force in this kid's life, and he stopped being a little brat after that.
Dude, it's possible.
I hope for the best, but I wonder, like,
to answer your original question, if I ever ruined someone's day like that on the internet, the answer is definitely yes. The main situation I can remember is back when I was a mod for a Survivor YouTuber's Discord account. We would have I still don't like how that was all handled. But basically, hello?
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 Hi, am I there?
Yeah. You're here. You just like crashed?
No. Oh, the bot just disconnected and reconnected again.
Did it?
Oh, did it?
See it.
Yeah. I heard it.
You heard? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I heard like the.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, well, I heard it.
Did you, Tyson?
No.
Evidently not, because both of you were like, "What the hell are you talking?"
Yeah,
about?
I'm looking at the log right now. I did do it.
Hopefully everything's fine. But we would have people who would like flagrantly break the rules. And when I say the rules, I mean like the most basic rules of don't be racist, sexist, and homophobic.
Like, even if their fire went out, they kept playing the game.
What?
Like, even if you put their fire out,
shut up.
They were still playing the game.
No.
You can't play the game after.
No, they were just posting like racist things and stuff.
Oh,
so like
behavior.
I would time them out, ban them, or whatever. But then, like, there was this one guy I remember who I had, like, we had given him several warnings. I timed him out, right? And then, like, he was not happy that he was timed out. If it were up to me, kid would have been banned for, like, 2 weeks, right? YouTuber had no spine. Kid was back on in, like, 10 minutes. So, of course, he continued being racist. And thus began, like, a cycle of me banning him. YouTuber sort of showing mercy. Like, not condoning the behavior, but, like, feeling bad that he was leaving this kid out or whatever. That happened, like, 3 or 4 times before the YouTuber eventually was like, yeah, I can't defend this kid anymore. I was like, I told you that the first time.
Is this... Because I remember one time we were playing D&D.
Yeah.
And you had to... It was that time. You had to leave twice. First time you're like, okay, I'm sorry guys, I have to leave for a second, I have to deal with this. You left.
I don't know if it was specifically that kid, but it was definitely issues with that Discord. So almost.
And then you came back and you were like, people were being Nazis in the Survivor Discord.
In the Survivor TV
Discord. And then you had to leave again, and you came back, it's like people were trying to defend the Nazis now. You had to leave twice during TNT to deal with this. It was like the funniest thing.